Okay. Do I have audio? I think so. Should find out in a second. Maybe. How delayed is the stream? Oh, only like 10 seconds. Oh, hell yeah. Cool. Neato. Why is it showing me two? Oh, that is working. Cool. Oh, this is horrendously cursed. Hey everyone. Uh, so this is somewhat a test stream. It's been a minute. We have full body tracking as well, and we're not getting an echo. Splendid. Let me mute myself. There we go. Or at least what I am hearing to myself. So, holy crap. I woke up maybe 4 hours ago and was like, you know what? I'm gonna stream Poppy Playtime Chapter 5. I was laughing because they did not send me it yesterday, and I was like, oh my god, they learned their lesson. When you send someone that has done nothing but shit on your game, they're gonna shit on your game. And I was like, oh my god, they actually learned. And then I woke up like 4 hours ago to see a Steam notification, and I have it now. So I was like, oh, I should stream Poppy Playtime, but I haven't touched my stream nonsense in like 5 months. So I was like, I should probably make sure this all works first. Um, Not to say I haven't been recording stuff, I've been working on a bunch of stuff behind the scenes and for other people, but in terms of the channel, I have not done much. Um, However, I don't know why my arms are currently locked in like a weird... I look like a mech. I mean, if I move my arms up like this, it's fine, but like, my arms look like I'm doing some kind of stance, like I'm about to like drop kick someone, I have no idea. Anyways, oh, maybe my shoulder bones are being tracked with my hands. Is that the problem? That might be what's happening. I don't know. Anyways, we are live. Um, my big concern is actually the microphone. Microphone is unmuted but has no signal. Exactly what I expected. Alright, we still have audio though, so it seems fine. 3 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago. Okay, so it is just complaining for the sake of complaining. I did fix the microphone issue. I mentioned this in my previous video, when I got unbanished from YouTube's, like, AI hellscape Shadow Realm. I found out it was an issue with Streamlabs and how they do audio filtering, so we fixed that. But it's still complaining to me currently, which I don't like. But I can still hear the microphone, so it's good. Also, I have completely redone my audio setup, where it is now so much better. One thing I've done is I have isolated audio tracks now, which means if I want to make a stream into a video, it is so much easier because it's recording my microphone audio separately from the gameplay audio, and it's wonderful. In addition to that, I can also isolate what programs I want, like, audio being recorded from, which, like, I know is probably the default for most streamers, but I was not doing that before. I am doing that now. It's so much better. And it means that I can quickly tab into the stream. Maybe I spoke too soon. Wait a minute. Okay, I think we're fine. Yeah, I'm tabbed into the stream. I'm actually viewing it on YouTube Studio instead of a separate stream tab, which I usually do. God, do I hate the new YouTube Studio overlay, or UI. It's abysmal. But I will admit they have drastically improved the actual picture that you can see in this of your stream. So that's also really good. It also looks like we have a 5 to 4 second delay on the stream, which is crisp and beautiful. So this is going to be somewhat a test stream. I figured we do a random stream messing around in Dead by Daylight before actually being like, yeah, let's do Poppy Playtime. Because I expect Poppy Playtime to break everything. And I'd rather... If it can handle DBD, it can handle Poppy Playtime. So if something's gonna break, it's gonna be on the game's end and not the stream's end, which is the goal for this stream. Doop-a-doo, doop-a-doo. Okay. One last thing I want to check is we are currently live on the gaming channel, but we are also live on YouTube Shorts. I have become what I feared the most. Yeah, I was randomly setting up the stream and realized I had the option to, oh, my phone's at like 1%. Let me plug this in. I actually need this because I installed, I actually don't know if I can admit this on stream, it might go against YouTube's TOS. I made a separate program that permanently removes YouTube Shorts from Google Chrome. I'm pretty sure that goes against YouTube's or Google's terms of service, but fuck them. So I no longer can see YouTube Shorts whenever I open up YouTube on my computer or Steam Deck. I have a button on my phone that lets me toggle it. That way I can actually view that, which I actually need currently because I can't tell if we're actually live on Shorts currently because I can't see Shorts, which is a wonderful and beautiful thing, let me tell you. So I have to go on my phone to actually see if we exist within the Shorts realm, which I am curious about. Am I not logged in on this account on my phone? I am not. Okay, let me see. If I tab into this. Okay, so we are live. Cool. Now, I am curious, how exactly do I view this as a short? Because YouTube is giving me the setting to do that, but I'll be honest, I don't know how this works, and I'm legitimately curious at the very least. How do I actually... Let me toggle the my Shorts hider real quick so I can... I don't know how I actually view this. Shorts. If I just tab into Shorts, do I show up? Nope. Alright, I don't know how that's working. I'm assuming it's fine. I don't see a problem with just letting that exist. I don't know if it's working. I don't know if it's not working. Even if it's not working, I see no reason to, like, actually care about that because I don't care about Shorts. I was more so curious to see what that does because when I was looking at YouTube Studio and saw that it said dual stream, automatically generate a vertical cropped version for the Shorts feed, and I don't know what that does, but I clicked it, and I guess we're now doing a short stream. I don't know what that means, but we're doing it. Alright, if I go to here... Splendid, nothing exists. Awesome, cool. Oh, there we go. Now... Alright, we have audio. Neat. Coolio. If I actually move... Oh, I did not want to click that. Okay. If I move Streamlabs here, minimize that... Why am I, like, stuck down in the chair? Rise... Okay. Now, I have leveled the game audio as best as I can... Okay, can YouTube not tab me out for 5 seconds? Okay, so what I'm curious is whether or not my new audio mixer is gonna work. Which, if it does, ooh boy, are we gonna... This is gonna sound magnificent. But I'm very curious. Now, first up, we're gonna go in here. I don't remember how I had these set up before, but I had it specifically leveled for a certain audio level. If I pull this strip up on my phone, how does this sound? Audio mixer is gonna... If it does, this is gonna sound magnificent. Okay, so we do have game audio, that's good. Coolio. Alright, neat. We're just gonna jump into a random 2v8 mode. And just mess around for a bit. Oh, my Sable is level 85. I have been one with the DBD. We're gonna just kind of mess around on here and see what happens. I was considering actually just streaming Poppy Playtime to the main channel. The Echidna Builds, or Norman Bunny. Specifically just because, oh my god, Streamlabs was being the absolute worst this morning. It took me like 2 straight hours to just log into my Streamlabs account. Because it kept going back and forth from linking it to my Twitch account to linking it to this account. Because I do actually have a new Twitch account. I have a new Twitch account that I made like 7 months ago because I was gonna do stuff with it, and then I got banished to the AI Shadow Realm by YouTube. Um, yeah, we've thankfully escaped that. But yeah, I am curious on how this is gonna work. Alright, live stream, let me see. I click that. Looks like we have about a 10-second delay on the stream, which is not bad at all. Maybe 10, 15 seconds. It's going back and forth from like 5 seconds to 10 seconds, which isn't bad, but it's also not lagging, which is interesting. I'm wondering if my keyframe thingy is working then. Because that never seems to actually work, but I think I finally fixed that. We actually might be able to stream for once without things going cataclysmically wrong. What I might actually do... I'm gonna up the volume to 25. So, I can crank my audio on my computer to max, which means I'm able to hear the game audio really loudly, which means I can hear the heartbeat sound effects, I can hear the game, I can actually play the game and hear things. You all, on the other hand, are hearing the audio separately from my vocal track, and it's set to a specific audio level, which actually can be raised and lowered with my Stream Deck. And it's also linked with the leveler for my microphone. So I actually committed to fixing all my audio shit a few months ago. So with some luck, this doesn't sound horrifically that bad. Ooh, that's great. My experience with 2v8, honestly, has been kind of mid. It's not awful, I do actually enjoy it, but I'm not really enjoying it for the same reason I think it was made for, which is, oh my god, 2 killers, ain't that cool. I've mostly just been enjoying it because it's different than the norm. DBD is somewhat like a comfort game to me, which I know sounds insane with how toxic it is, but like, the thing I've always liked about DBD is like, I can set it down, I can not touch it for like 6 months, and I can come back and it's the exact same game. This game does not change. And I know some people do consider that a bad thing. And, how do I explain this? It does change, but not in the same way that like Fortnite does. So like, Fortnite will come out with a new chapter, you know, they blow up half the map, they introduce like 50 new skins, and it fundamentally does change the game drastically. Like, when you stop playing Fortnite for like a few months and you come back, that is a different game. It is a completely different game. He is there, yep. Is he actually gonna follow me? He is gonna follow me. Yeah, with the DBD, that's not the case at all. You can set the game down and come back to it months later, and fundamentally it's the same game. The only thing that changes are the killers that get added, but like, that doesn't change the fundamental parts of the game. It is still get gen, leave. The base fundamentals of the games have never really changed. It's just how you interact with those fundamentals can differ depending on the different perks and abilities that are released over the years, which like means for the most part the base of the game has stayed the same for like the past decade, which is kind of why I enjoy it. I can put this game down for like a year and come back and actually still know how to play the game. With Fortnite, I can drop that game for a few months, come back, and I have absolutely no idea how to play the game. Like, I'll be like, oh, is this a good gun? Can I use this? And someone will be like, no, that's actually a horrible gun. Here, take these nuclear-powered brass knuckles. They let you harness the power of Poseidon, and you can enter the back rooms. And I'm just left confused. And then it like just becomes a learning curve of like actually having to learn the game from the ground up, essentially. and then it's like, you know, if you take another break, you have to do that all over again. With a DVD, I can put this game down and come back months later. And the actual learning aspect of it doesn't change. The only things you really have to learn are, like, what do the new killers do? But that's not something that will directly impact your experience in the game. That's something you will learn as you play the game, which can be really fun. So in that sense, it can be uber fun. I'm curious, if I mute my game audio real fast and then tab into the stream on my phone. So in that sense, it can be fun. I might raise the game audio slightly. I'm gonna raise the game audio slightly. I'm gonna go with 35. So whenever I speak, the game audio gets a little quieter. My main issue was I didn't want the audio to just drop off a cliff. I wanted it to be a lot more natural and gradual. But trying to do that with how Streamlabs' settings work is not easy. So I have like multiple different things that allow me to do that. And I think I've gotten a good balance with it. So whenever I actually speak, the audio does get quieter, but it doesn't immediately cut off the audio and drop like a brick. I'm also very excited for Resident Evil Requiem. I'm insanely hyped for that game. I will admit... Okay, so I have played the first, like, 2 hours of that game. I actually got a, oh my god, I got a freaking... My game on Steam got locked by Capcom. So, I guess if anyone has been following the game, Amazon just completely butchered the, collector's edition release of the game. Like, people that pre-ordered that thing, like, months ago are having their orders canceled. And, like, the game comes out next week. Imagine you pay for a game full price, you know, 60 clams, you know, and you know you've already bought the game. You know, months later as the game's about to come out, you're so ready to download it, you're so excited. And then a week before the game comes out, you get a message saying, oh yeah, you don't have this anymore, but don't worry, we've refunded your wallet. You have your money back. The problem then is, like, yeah, you can still buy the digital copy of the game, but anyone who is trying to buy, like, the collector's edition with all the fancy goodies, that's essentially sold out everywhere now. And, well, because of that, it's like, oh yeah, you refunded everyone and they have their money back, but, like, they can't actually buy the thing now because it's out of stock. So now they're essentially forced to get the default version for anyone who was like a hardcore fan that wanted the collector's edition. But anyways, where I'm going with this is I actually got my hands on the collector's edition. I have the fancy steel booklet and everything. I have the game. So, yeah, a bunch of people had their orders canceled, but a bunch of other people just had the game show up. My copy showed up last Friday. Just randomly, just, you know, oh, your package is out for delivery, and I'm like, what? What do you mean my package is out for the delivery? This game doesn't come out for another 2 weeks. But yeah, anyways, just showed up. I have the game. I considered streaming it, but I figured I'd be orbital striked by Capcom within, like, the first 5 minutes of me streaming that game. But yeah, Steam actually updated a bunch of stuff, and they've locked the game via Steam if you already own the game and, like, have it installed. You can't play it. I mean, I say you can't play it, as I do quotation marks, but, like, I can still launch it via the EXE, so it's like, technically I can still play it. I haven't played any more of it. I played, like, the first 2 hours. I have seen some character deaths. I could be a menace and tell you who dies, but I'm not. But yeah, I have Requiem. I shouldn't have that, but I have it now, which is really funny. So, we will be streaming that pretty much the moment the game drops, which means I'm gonna get a boost in that, because everyone's gonna be stuck in the install screen, and I just have the game. So if you're an RE fan, and you want us, you know, watch someone play it, I will be one of the first to do that. I was contemplating if I actually wanted to talk about the fact I had the game already. Part of me was like, I should just do a stream and Oh god, those stupid edits where it's like, fucking Markiplier being like, oh, you know, the first night is neverly that bad. It cuts to a jump scare and he just continues talking. Or it's like, what do they call it? The, like, really bad foreshadowing edits where it constantly flickers between, like, the present, whatever he's doing, and then just, like, absolute chaos. I was thinking of trying to do something with that as I streamed it, of like, be crazy if a tyrant busted through this wall right now, and then the tyrant busted through the wall. Be crazy if this character showed up here, and character shows, oh, that's not great. Oh, this is bad. Uh-oh, wait a minute, I was not paying attention. I was not locked in here. Alright. And we're gone. Alright, yeah, no, I was thoroughly locked. I was yapping too much. The yapathon. Well, I think this was a success.
Not again.
Poppy playtime is at 81% in terms of updating. I have pretty much been spoiled on everything because of it. I actually watched a decent chunk of Spiff's stream. Only like the first hour, though. Alright, well, I consider this a successful first stream. This did not go cataclysmically wrong, which was cool. I also just realized I have not addressed the fact that I am now goth. Right. Yeah, so... Oh god, within the last, like, year... I guess 2 years, I have definitely been experimenting with different styles. I dyed my hair, like, bright blonde, like, 9 some months ago. Actually, wait, no, it would have been 11 months ago? I don't know. I dyed my hair bright blonde and went full, like, you know, pink bitch, essentially. And then immediately after that, I dyed my hair black and went full goth. I've gone from one spectrum to the other in, like, a year, and it's been really funny. But it's also been fun. It's fun experimenting with different styles of clothing. I'm also not referring to, like, my VTuber avatar. I'm referring to me IRL. So, it's been fun. Also, goth I've joked about this in the past, but, like, okay, so, like, goth attire is insanely cheap, depending on, like, what you're going for, I guess. I've had a bit for a while that I've joked, like, oh yeah, I should go goth because I'd save so much money. But there also is, like, the other side of... Okay, another pet peeve I have, we'll queue for another game and then I'll probably end it there. Another random pet peeve I have is, like, 60% of clothing made for goth women is, like, made, like, XXX large. Like... And I'm kind of confused. I've heard the meme of, like, a lot of more heavier women go goth because it's the only style that makes stuff in their size. But at the exact same time, it's like, not all goth women are incredibly heavy. So it's like, if you're a skinny goth woman, you are out of luck. But it also is really funny because it's like, oh wow, finds a really nice looking dress. Welp, it only comes in, like, extra large balls. So that's been annoying. Outside of that, it's been fun. Also, this, like, my attire here, if I can... Which layer is this? Here we go. This is, like, a combination of my Subnautica scuba gear rig, or attire I made, combined with a few other things. So I got the Void shoulder strap things. I got the necklace thing for my ReZero videos. So I sort of just slapped stuff together and then drained the color from it. So, yeah. Like, make a brand new outfit? No, take your existing rigs and slam them together to make something cool looking. I've reached that point with VTubing where I've been doing this for like 7 years now, that I have just a backlog of so many different outfits and rigs that, like, I don't need to make anything new in terms of, like, actually sitting down on my drawing tablet and making new assets. I could just slap stuff together and it kind of just works because I have so much shit. Like the chest part of this dress, if you see the middle part's like a lighter brown, it's like transparent. The actual black part of that is, I'm pretty sure, part of my Christmas hoodie thing I made, and then the middle part is part of my cyberpunk thing. And I've just kind of cropped them together and drained the color from it, and it does look like a really cool, like, black latex dress. And it's like, just two completely different things. It's like, why can't I pick this up? What? What? Game. Game! What is happening? Is it because I'm bleeding? What is, what the fuck? What? Has two... Okay, that's concerning, but I'm gonna ignore... Is that a perk? Is that what the lock thing means? I have no idea. I'm gonna assume that's a bug. Oh. Alright, sure, I guess I'm fine. The lock's still there, so it's not that. Ah, whatever. Oh, also, I've accidentally turned my Steam Deck into a ticking time bomb. I replaced my SSD drive in it, so well, I guess that was currently out of stock at the moment, because of the AI, all the AI companies buying up all the RAM and all that nonsense. But one thing is that, oh, blue. So, I'm still not muted, right? Wait a minute. Okay, no, we're fine. Yeah, anyways, so, like, there's the 3 different versions of the Steam Deck. You have the one with, like, the, I'm trying to remember what the name of the screen is on it. Let me just quickly search this. Rip my teammates. Alright. Alright. Steam Deck versions. Here we go. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, so you have the LCD Steam Deck, which has 256 gigabytes, and it's, well, they're all out of stock at the moment, but it was roughly like, I think, $200 to $300. Then you have the 512 gigabyte Steam Deck that has an OLED screen, which was $549. Then you have the 1 terabyte OLED Steam Deck. That was like $649. So I got the 549 Steam Deck a year ago, and let me tell you, it is wonderful. I love my Steam Deck. Steam Deck, my beloved. But regardless, honestly, I feel like getting the 1 terabyte Steam Deck is like a waste of money, just completely. I got a okay, because I was dual booting my Steam Deck down the middle with Windows 10 and the SteamOS Linux or whatever. Mostly just because a lot of the shit I use doesn't work on Linux. On the note of that, I was yesterday attempting to actually, I don't know if this... where did he just get trapped? Oh. I was learning to mod Zenless Zone Zero yesterday on Linux. And oh boy, did it not work. I might make some Linux tutorials sometime in the future, but we'll see. I'm definitely going to do one for Genshin. I actually ended up making a mod client for Genshin. Specifically for Linux. Regardless, where is... Yep, hello. How did you miss that? I am ashamed. I am disgraced on your behalf. Anyways, where I was going with this is you have the, like, $649 1 terabyte OLED Steam Deck, which honestly I feel like is the worst thing you can ever buy. Specifically because the SSD chip in your Steam Deck for the storage. So I got a 2 terabyte SSD chip off of like Newegg for like, I think 200 clams. So it was like, I think it was like 240 bucks. And I ripped open my Steam Deck a few weeks ago and replaced the chip in it. So my Steam Deck now has 2 terabytes of storage, which is great. But like, you're essentially... You could get the 1 terabyte Steam Deck for $649, or you can just buy the 549 one, and then upgrade it down the line, because it is just a computer. And like, 2 terabytes is obviously better than 1 terabyte. So I've essentially saved like $500 by just not buying the 1 terabyte one. Plus, I've gained storage from it. Let me tell you though, ripping open my Steam Deck was the most anxiety-inducing thing ever. Because, like, yeah, I'll rip open my PC and upgrade it, but I had never done that with the Steam Deck, so I wasn't, you know, familiar with its internal parts and all that. It's funny, it took me about roughly an hour to replace the chip, and I'd say 30% of that, so roughly like 40 minutes, was just me trying to get the back casing of the Steam Deck off. So it has, I think, like 6 or 8 screws in the back of it that I unscrewed. But then there's like these little clips that essentially lock the back panel in place. And oh boy, did I not know those existed. I was like, oh, I unscrewed it. Why is the thing not coming off? I kind of need this to come off. I ended up having to, it's funny, I was seeing a lot of tutorials, people like, oh, use a guitar pick. And I was trying to use my guitar pick, and the thing was just, like, disintegrating inside the Steam Deck. I ended up using one of those orange Lego tools to pry the back off. And I realized it has just some internal little clips that essentially lock in and hold the back plating in. You sort of just have to pry the back off, essentially, and they sort of decouple. And then once I replaced the chip in there, I essentially just pressed the back on and it recoupled back in. That's a problem. Yeah, overall it went really well. 40 minutes of my dumbass fiddling with the back panel, not realizing there's little clips on the back of it that had to be, essentially declipped. But once I got the actual back paneling off, it took me maybe like 5 minutes in total to... Because I had to take off, there was like a secondary coverage over the battery, and then I had to, the like metal foliage over the SSD I had to pry off, and then switch that out, put the new SSD in. So, it was a hassle. So, anyways, what I was saying, I guess, prior to that, so I love me some Genshin, and I wanted to get Genshin running on my Steam Deck, and I also wanted to use a lot of my mods as well. Now, well, okay, the problem is using Genshin mods is you can get banned, alright? The problem is I don't really care. So, I actually ended up making a new Genshin account this year, mostly because my girlfriend got into Genshin, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna join you. I'm gonna start this adventure from scratch again, because my previous Genshin account was under Aether, so I switched to Lumine. See, I was playing Genshin pretty much since launch, so it's been pretty fun to actually go back and see everything that has changed with the game. It is so much easier, I will say. Holy crap, it is so much easier. Like, I remember grinding for... I did not want to click that. I remember grinding for literal hours on some of the shit in Mondstadt, and, like, a new player playing Genshin for the first time, they will do that shit in, like, 5 minutes. Because, like, they have gone back and changed how a lot of those early quests work to allow you to really breeze through the story and get to a lot of the late-game content. Because that's what a lot of the newer players are getting into Genshin to play. I'm just now noticing almost all my teammates are dead. Isn't ideal, but we're probably... I think we can still pull a dub. Assuming I can get this generator. Although one of our players has left to become a bot. Looks like the trapper is camping, whoever that is. Exotic beast. They are being thoroughly camped. Yeah, okay, that's not great. Okay. I've won with less, though. But yeah, there's a few mod clients for Genshin, and that is not great at all. Oh, that's really not good. Yeah, a lot of the mod clients for Genshin, MiHoYo is patched, so they don't really work anymore and they can detect them. So I found a solution that just lets you mod the game directly. So you can essentially avoid client hassle. And it's like, oh no, don't you have to mod everything by hand though? Isn't that difficult? So my dumbass was like, you know what? I'm lazy. I don't want to do this every single time. So I essentially made an isolated mod client that just does that for you, but it loads the mods directly. It worked surprisingly a lot better than I was expecting it to. Also worked with Linux, which was like the main reason I made it. Runs through Wine, so it pretty much converts everything over, which is just beautiful. Oh my god, I was losing my mind. Fucking Lip Studio Paint asked for my ID yesterday. And it's like, all these companies are like, oh, give us your ID. We need to verify you're an adult because we think you might be a child. Why the fuck does Clip Studio Paint need my ID? You afraid I'm drawing like a hentai or something? I won't deny that I'm not, but like, it's like, oh god, it's so stupid. It's like, what are you gonna do if I like just stop using your program? That's what everyone's gonna do with that. It's been so funny watching the Discord meltdown of just Discord being like, oh, can we have your ID? And 90% of their user base just leaves. I canceled my Nitro subscription, and I have no regrets. Me and my friend group are currently looking into alternatives. We're going through a few at the moment. Do I actually need this? You know what, no, I'll take this. Thing is, if I need... The medkit's kind of wasted on me at the moment. Because if I'm running across the killer with both of them active, the chance I survive to have the ability to heal isn't high. So having the smoke bomb is definitely better. Because it increases my chance of escaping. And then I know where the medkit is. We're really not doing good, because all the gens are in the middle of the map. I heard that. Where was that? I also realized I have not been looking around for the traps. I don't know how I haven't ran into more. Is that them or... Oh. I definitely should have run into a few more trapper bear traps, because I have not been looking for them. I've just been blindly running around like a maniac. What was that? Oh. That's not ideal. That's my cue to leave. You are too close. Okay, I'm gonna... Where? Oh. Oh, wonderful. Okay. So you're dead. You're on the brink of being dead. Okay, so it's just me and the bot. You exist, though. Yeah, okay, you're gone. Alright. It is hatch time, fellas. Because we ain't winning this. I do not believe we are going to win this. At least via the gate. Are they... Okay, they're... Oh, yep, there they go. They were baiting them in. I knew it. It's not ideal. I also got Soma running in VR, so I do want to go and do that at some point. Okay, let's just get in a good spot so we can start hatch hunting. Uh-oh. Do you have a perk that's letting you track me? You do not, but I definitely gave away my position doing that. Alright, yeah, we're gonna die. Okay. I thought he was tracking me, but oh, hi. He was not. I could have just stood there and I would have been fine. Hey, fellas. It'd be really cool if you don't kill me. Maybe just, you know, open the door over here. That'd be a splendid idea. Maybe they will. They're not killing me. I'm just crawling through my escape. Maybe if I just get them over here, one of them will open the door. They're just watching me. Come on. Come over here. There's this really cool door that you'll be able to open once that other player is dead. Come on, open the door. Open the door. Oh, do it. Open the door. No! I was really hoping I could just be like, oh, dang it. I was hoping I could get them to open the door. Ripperoni. Alright. GG. Well, that went horribly, but it was fun. Alright, now with that said and done, let me check. I'm gonna end the stream here. I'm gonna go back through it though, because I do want to see how this works in terms of... I don't actually know how this views on shorts still. No idea whatsoever. Alright, well, I shall end it there.